Today's lesson is to prepare you for Medicare sign-up. So when that day comes that you're eligible for Medicare and then that you get signed up properly. This is something that I encourage you not to take this lightly, to spend some time in preparation and become educated, and don't let your 65th birthday come up to you and perhaps the only source of Medicare education and learning you've gotten is from the people trying to sell you something, which is kind of like me. That's what I'm doing, but not today. I'm going to really give you some education and get the process started. So you sign up for Medicare with the Social Security Administration. So the Centers for Medicare Services, CMS, is under Social Security and the Health and Human Services, and it's ssa.gov. But if you go there and you do it online, you need to do some preparation before you just go in and sign up. Now, Medicare starts at 65, so your 65th birthday, unless of course you were deemed disabled, you could get it beforehand, but it's the first of the month of your 65th birthday. So that is different than when Social Security starts. Social Security starts anywhere from 62 to 70. And that's the first thing that a lot of people have in their mind is that Social Security starts at 65 and then Medicare starts at 65. And that isn't necessarily accurate. Okay? Now, if you're taking your Social Security check and you're already receiving a Social Security check and you come up on 65, Social Security Administration is just going to enroll you in Medicare Part A, Medicare Part B. They're going to mail you a card and they're going to start taking the premium for Part B right out of your Social Security check. And so if you didn't want it at that time, you would need to call them or get in touch with them. We could help you with that. So it's an automatic thing if you're already on Social Security, but most people at 65 are not taking their Social Security yet. They're either still working, or if they're retired, they've elected to delay their Social Security so they can get more. So this is news and a surprise to a lot of folks, is you can have different start dates for Medicare Part A, Part B, and your Social Security check. So a lot of people think, well, gee, I'm going to get Social Security at 65, I'm going to sign up for Medicare, or it'll just come to me automatically. And you can have 3 different dates. Medicare Part A, for most people, they started at 65, whether they need it or not. Medicare Part B, people are going to start it at 65 if they need full Medicare, but if they're still working, or their spouse is still working and receiving it at a low cost, they're going to just delay Medicare Part B until they leave work. And then their Social Security check is a whole different option, 62 to 70. So this is the kind of thing that you need to get educated about it. And then the other thing you need to do is just learn about your personal situation and think about your group insurance, think about your need for insurance, and then also, when it comes to your Social Security check, your need for that income and a number of other factors. So now with Part A, most people sign up for that at age 65. And the reason for that is there's no cost for Part A. And so if you keep working and you're covered by group insurance, you might as well get the benefits of Part A. That could help you greatly if you were to get sick and go in the hospital, that sort of thing. Now, there are some exceptions to that. There's some people who don't want to sign up for Part A. We'll talk about that later. But for most people, they're going to get that at 65, whether they need it or not. Part B is a horse of a different color because you've got to pay a premium. It's $144.60 a month in 2020, and it'll probably go up a little bit next year. And then it's greater than that if you're a high income person and you have to pay those IRMAA surcharges. Age 65 or greater, if you're covered by group insurance, you're going to want to delay your sign up for Part B until you lose your group insurance. And that's a tedious process. You don't want to make a mistake here because a lot of mistakes are irreversible, and when we do compensate for them, you could pay penalties, and the penalties last for the rest of your life. So this is something, the sign up for B is something that you want to make sure you're doing the right thing. Now, I've written a couple of books on these subjects, retirement planning, Medicare, Social Security, long-term care. You can get those at our website. I would suggest you do some research on this. If you want to call us and talk to us and get some consulting, you can find us at cardinalguide.com. If you want to pop on our website. I'm Hans Scheil, and I thank you for listening.